This is reported a speech, and it is a very important lesson. This is very important. When we learn the English language, almost every student should learn or has to learn reported speech. Let's see what reported speech is. Now look at the first sentence. He said, I can find a job. Now I draw your attention to the sentence within inverted commas. These words are spoken by this person. His own words. In other words, his own words. So this sentence is said by him. I can find a job. You can understand that it belongs to present tense, can. So this sentence is said by him. Maybe he was speaking to someone. So he says this sentence to him. The second person or the second party hears this sentence and he reports it to a third party or to a third person. Most probably not at the same time, at another time. Most probably at another place. So we follow a rule. We should change the present tense into past tense. Present tense into past tense. And also, this I refers to he. The pronoun I refers to he. Therefore, we should also change the pronoun. He said that he could find a job. So we use the third person pronoun he. He said that he could find a job. He said that he could find a job because these are his words. This person's words. These words are this person's words. Therefore, when we report, we have to make these changes. Can into could, I into he. And remember, we report this to a third person or to a third party. He said that he could find a job. And also we use the conjunction that. It is not necessary to use the conjunction that. Even without that, you can say the sentence. He said he could find a job. He said he could find a job. That is also correct. But it is better if we use that. And when we use that, the sentence is very clear to you. He said that he could find a job. He said that he could find a job. That is how we report this person's sentence. Or that is how we report this information. What is the information? The statement made by this person. This becomes reported speech because we hear it and we report it to a third party at a later stage. He said that he could find a job. I think you can understand. Now look at the second sentence. She said, I will pawn you. She said, I will pawn you. First, I will draw your attention to the pronouns I. Then this word I refers to she. Can you understand? The pronoun I refers to the subject she. You. This is you. This is you. You hear this sentence. You report this sentence to another party, to a third party, to a third person, to another person. You report this sentence. Then, when we change this pronoun, you have to mention it as you, which means me. You means me. Because you hear this sentence, she talks to you, she talks to you. You can understand, I will pawn you. When she mentions the pronoun you, she means you. She refers to you. Right? Then she said that she would pawn me. She said that she would pawn me. Will changes into would. She said that she would pawn me. Then you can understand how we change the pronouns. I changes into she, you changes into me, because you heard this sentence. You report this sentence. You heard this sentence and you report this sentence. So when you report this sentence to a third party, you should you should change into me. She said that she would pawn me. She said that she would pawn me. Now look at the third sentence. Rachel said, my sister has gone to Australia. Rachel said, my sister has gone to Australia. Then whose sister? Rachel's sister. Because these are her own words. Her words, her own words. Rachel's words. My refers to Rachel's. Then her sister. Rachel said that her sister. Rachel said that her sister. And you can see present perfect. Present perfect. Present perfect changes into past perfect. So you can easily understand, when there is a present tense word, the present tense word changes into past tense. Has gone, had gone, has gone, had gone. Now you can see Rachel said that her sister had gone to Australia. Rachel said that her sister had gone to Australia. So the sentence is clear. We change the pronouns and also we change the tense, present perfect into past perfect. Rachel said that her sister had gone to Australia. Let's see the next sentence. Angela said, you look tired. Angela said, you look tired. This refers to the listener, which means you. Now you report this to a third party. Then you have to mention the pronoun you as I, because it is you. Because it is you. You hear this sentence. Angela talks about you. Angela talks about you. So when you report this sentence to a third party, to a third person, you should mention that it is you. Angela said that I looked tired. I looked tired. Angela said that I looked tired. Now see, present tense into past tense. Present tense into past tense. And also remember, you report this at a later stage. That is why we change the tense. Even without that condition, you can change the tense. Usually, if we report some information and the content of the information remains the same or still remains the same, we need not change the tense. Then we can keep the tense as it is, or we can change the tense. But when we report this at a later stage, we must, I mean that when the situation has changed, we must change the tense. Angela said that I looked tired. Angela said that I looked tired. So I report to a third party what Angela said about me. Can you understand? I report to a third party what Angela said about me. Angela said that I look tired. Let's see number 5. Now you can see number 5. Mike said, I feel fine. Mike said, I feel fine. Then Mike said something about himself. Mike said something about himself. So I refers to Mike. The pronoun I refers to Mike, which means he. So we can use the pronoun he to refer to I in the reported sentence. We can use the pronoun he to refer to I when we report the sentence. So we report the sentence to a third party, to a third person by using the pronoun he, because Mike talks about himself. I feel fine. And you know that we change the tense, so we use the past tense. Mike said that he felt fine. Mike said that he felt fine. Mike said that he felt fine. Imagine that Mike is well. He is well now. Mike is well now. He says something to me today. At the same time, I report what he said to another person, to a third person, to a third party. So you can say the sentence without changing the tense, because the situation remains the same, conditions remain the same. Mike said that he feels fine. Mike said that he feels fine. That is also correct. But when we report this on a later day to a third party, sometimes, most probably, I will say most probably, then the situation has changed, conditions have changed. So we use the past tense. That is the rule in reported speech. He said that he felt fine. Mike said that he felt fine. So I report some information about Mike to a third party. Mike said that he felt fine. You can understand we use the conjunction that to join to the two sentences. Even without that, you can do this. Mike said he felt fine. Mike said he felt fine, but it is better if we use that. Mike said that he felt fine. Now look at number 6. He said, I have lost my watch. He said, I have lost my watch. Then you can understand he talks about himself. He talks about some situation that he has faced. So we say, because in other words, these are his own words. I have lost my watch is a sentence spoken by him, by this person. So he talks about some situation that he has faced. So when we report this, we should mention that we report something about himself or about him. So we change the pronoun I into he, my into his, because I have not lost my watch. He has lost his watch. Now, according to this sentence, you can understand what has happened. This person has lost his watch. This person has lost his watch. So he has lost his watch. He has lost his watch. So when we report this information, we should change the pronouns I into he, my into his. And also, I explained in a previous example too, have lost is the present perfect. We change it, had lost. Have lost, had lost. Then you can very easily understand this is a present tense word. So we change the present tense word into a past tense word, right? This is a verb have, and we change the verb have into had. He said that he had lost his watch. He said that he had lost his watch. Now, I refer to some rule mentioned by Raymond Murphy in his lesson 47 in the Intermediate English Grammar book. This is a grammar rule mentioned in the Intermediate English Grammar book by Raymond Murphy. I mentioned this earlier as well in my previous examples. It is not always necessary to change the verb when you use the reported speech. If you report something and it is still true, you do not need to change the verb. You can understand very clearly. This instruction is very clear. What is very clear? If you report something and it is still true, you do not need to change the verb. Unit number 47, the Intermediate English Grammar book by Raymond Murphy. Now imagine if this information is still true, the situation is the same. Imagine that he said this to me in the morning and I report this to another person in the morning. So you can say, and he has not found his watch yet. Then we say, he said that he has lost his watch. He said that he has lost his watch. But you can also change the tense. Raymond Murphy refers to that fact as well. Note that it is also correct to change the verb into the past tense. Note that it is also correct to change the verb into the past tense. into the past tense. So when it is still true, I mean, when the situation has not changed, when the person still cannot find his watch, we can either use, we can use either the present perfect, or we can change the tense into past perfect. But at exams, remember, they expect you follow the traditional or the usual or the main rule in reported speech. So, what we expect in reported speech is that you change the verb into the past tense. So, you report this information. So, this is the information that you report, and you report the information with the past tense verb. As you report the information with the past tense verb, so we expect that you should use the past tense, or the, in this example you can understand it is past perfect. You should use the relevant past tense of the respective uh, example, or of the respective information that he has expressed. Now look at, he said that he had lost his watch. He said that he had lost his watch. So he said it in present perfect. We put it into the past perfect. He said that he had lost his watch. Let's see the example number 7. She said, I can't go to the party. Now this is easy, right? Because we have already done a few examples. So this is very easy. You know that can't changes into couldn't in the reported speech. Then she talks about herself. So I refers to she. The pronoun I refers to she. Then we report the sentence. She said that she couldn't, I can't, she couldn't. Because we report something about herself, about this person, about her. She said that she couldn't go to the party. She said that she couldn't go to the party. She said that she couldn't go to the party. Right? Okay. Let's move to the next example. Example number 8. Anne said, it may rain today. Anne said, it may rain today. Then these are Anne's words. These are Anne's words. Or this is the sentence spoken by Anne. So we report this information to another party, to a third party, or to a third person. So we change the verb, this is the modal verb. So we change this modal verb into might, and also today into that day, today into that day. And said that it might rain that day, and said that it might rain that day, and said that it might rain that day. So it is clear to you. Let's see the next example. Now look at the example number 9. Peter said, I didn't do it. Peter said, I didn't do it. So you can understand this is the negative form of the past simple. If the sentence is in the past simple, we change the tense into past perfect. So then we can say, Peter said that he hadn't done it. Peter said that he hadn't done it. This is already a third person pronoun, so we do not change the third person pronoun it, so it remains the same. But I, because Peter talks about himself, this is about him, so the pronoun I refers to Peter. So in the reported sentence, we say, Peter said that, Peter said that, Peter said that he hadn't done it. Peter said that he hadn't done it. So I'll mention another rule. Now, this is also a grammar rule. You can see this in the reported speech lesson 47, unit number 47 of the Intermediate English Grammar book by Raymond Murphy. When he refers to the past simple, he mentions a rule like this. The past simple can usually stay the same. The past simple can usually stay the same in the reported speech, or you can change it to the past perfect, which means now you can say didn't. So one student can say, Peter said that he didn't do it. Peter said that he didn't do it. Then you change only the pronoun. You change only the pronoun. Peter said that he didn't do it. Or you can change the past simple into past perfect. Peter said that he hadn't done it. You know, had done, hadn't done. Had done, hadn't done. Had not done. Right? Peter said that he hadn't done it. So, our usual way that we follow is we change the past simple into past perfect. So, remember, it is advisable that you change the past simple into past perfect. But you can keep the past simple as it is. I have mentioned the grammar rule and the name of the book as well. Now number 10. Andrew said, I did it for you. Andrew said, I did it for you. Then Andrew talks about himself, the pronoun I. The pronoun I refers to Andrew. So Andrew did this or Andrew did it for me. You means me because I am the listener. I am the listener. So Andrew is speaking to me. When Andrew speaks to me, he says, I did it for you. I did it for you. So you refers to me. The pronoun you refers to me. So he did it for me. This Andrew, he did it for me. So then the pronoun I changes into he and the pronoun you changes into me. You know, the past simple into past perfect. The past simple into past perfect. Andrew said that he had done it for me. Andrew said that he had done it for me. So it is clear. Now look at number 11. He said to me, I am tired. He said to me, I am tired. These are his words. So now you know the usual rule I have mentioned so far. Let's pay our attention to he said to me. Said to me. Now remember, when we report something or something like this, we use a different verb. We do not use said to. We do not use said to. Instead, we use told. He said to me, he told me. He said to me, he told me. So you can understand what happens in reported speech when they have mentioned the first sentence, he said to me. So when they have mentioned it as he said to me, so when we report it, we use told, not said to. We use told. He told me that he was tired. You can understand this part. I into he, because the pronoun I refers to he, and also we should change the be verb into past tense. He told me that he was tired. He told me that he was tired, because we report something about him. He told me that he was tired. Now look at the next one so you can understand easily. She said to me, I'm at home. She said to me, I'm at home. Now you can understand. Said to me, she told me, she told me, said to me, she told me that he was at home. She told me that he was at home. Sorry, this should be she. This should be she, right? Not he. This should be she because the pronoun I refers to she, the pronoun I refers to she. Therefore, this is a typing mistake. This should be she, she. She told me that, she told me that she was at home. She told me that she was at home. I think you can understand. You can understand. Now look at the next example, number 13. And asked me, what do you want? And asked me, what do you want? Then the pronoun you refers to me, which means I. The pronoun you refers to I. Because and ask me this question, and ask me this question, and ask me this question. Now, when we report, we do not use the question form. We do not use the question form. We report something as a statement, not as a question. We report something as a statement, not as a question. So we report it in the indirect speech. In the indirect speech. So as a statement. So we change this question into a statement. What you want, not what do you want, what you want. So what you want, we can also change the pronoun what I want. Then we change the tense into past tense, what I wanted. What I wanted. And asked me what I wanted. And asked me what I wanted. Now this is a statement, this is not a question. What do you want is a question. So we change what do you want into a statement form. What I want. What I want. So want also should change into past tense wanted. And asked me what I wanted. And asked me what I wanted. Now look at the example number 14. Please wait. He asked, where is your bag? He asked, where is your bag? So, this is a question. We change the question into a statement form. Then, where your bag is. We use the be verb after the subject bag. Where your bag is. But he asked about my bag. About my bag. Where is your bag? Because I am the listener. He asked me this question. Then this is my bag. Where my bag is. Where my bag is. The be verb is also changes into was. He asked where my bag was. He asked where my bag was. He asked where my bag was. So you can understand. Now look at the example number 15. They asked me, what is your name? They asked me, what is your name? Then we change this into a statement form. What your name is. What your name is. Then they ask this question. They ask me this question. Then what is your bag? The pronoun your. This is a determiner actually. The determiner your refers to my. The determiner your refers to my. Because they ask me this question about my bag. Where's your bag? They ask about my bag. Where, sorry, so not bag, sorry, here the name. They ask about my name. So what my name is. What my name is, you know that the be verb is should also change into the past tense. What my name was. What my name was. They asked me what my name was. You can understand. I report this to a third party or to a third person at a later stage. So they asked me what my name was. They asked me what my name was. Now this is a statement. Then you can understand when it is a question, we change the question into a statement form. And asked me what do you want, and asked me what I wanted. He asked, where is your bag? He asked where my bag was. They asked me, what is your name? They asked me what my name was. I expect that you will subscribe my channel and also understand how important the lesson is. So you can leave a comment. You can also like the video.